Hello, and welcome to Word from Your Mother Tarot. This will be the third installment of Saturday, May 10th. This is going to be a Just the Facts, ma'am, which these are altered decks. This is the chakra deck, and then you got a kitty cat deck here, the 9 Lives Tarot, I believe, the 4 Enchanted Forest Silhouette, and the rabbit. These two I need cheat sheets with, so I've got that out and handy. Everything has been pre-shuffled. But we still do our ritual, right? Right. Alright. So, the reading I just put out was pretty good. Oh, and there were some sound issues, but I hope it's been fixed. Okay. Just the facts, man. Just the facts. The Usual Suspects was pretty good. Let's see if we can get... Now, just the facts, ma'am. I intend to be more of an intuitive, inward-leaning deck. Now, these could be anybody once we get out here, but right here and right here, it's just you. These could be anybody, but this is you. What you think, what you feel. Okay, this was your bottom, one of the bottom cards earlier too, a choice in front of you, and you have to be fair. You're trying to be fair, trying to be impartial. The perfect of scales. Trying to be true. Isolation. You've withdrawn into isolation with your broken heart to try to figure it out in a fair way, which is admirable. Because you've got some big things to think about, man. You thought that relationship was it. You thought that was where you were going. You thought that that was your destiny. And now you're dealing with gossip. Oh, there's your friend, green with envy, playing a game. There was a hint of your friend and your man cheating in an earlier spread today. I just wanted to mention that. I do not specifically see it, other than she's green with envy. You know, she covets what you got. Gossiping about you. That's betrayed by more than one, isn't it? Betrayed when your relationship, and then betrayed by the community, the friends, the extended family. But your perception of it has changed, and you're like, go on. I don't need you. I'm good with me. I'll pass. I'm good. And so you learn to stand apart from the crowd. You're not led by the herd mentality, and that's probably what they don't like. And then in the outcome, you've got some guilt to deal with, and maybe a little relapse and a little depression. You're not having good boundaries. You need to improve your boundaries so that you'd have a... it's just the beginning. You have a different perception, and I'm sure this will shape right up. But you're not fighting for it. You're just like... so you just let them walk all over you. Right? You're not standing up for yourself. Yeah. And then we got 2 tea leaves, which is tankard, celebration, fun and enjoyment, finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Pay attention. Okay. Pay attention. Don't let a night out change your perception either, because you might regret it. You might regret a night out. And then there's gossip. And maybe you should just stay home. And in that timeline right there. Right? Choice in front of you. Don't fuck up now. Show me the isolation in the Three of Swords. Ooh, you're worried about it. Up at night worrying about it. Crying. Oh my God, why me? What is that? Nine of Pentacles. How could this happen? Well, you think highly of yourself, don't you? You just do. But this is kind of an ego thing. Oh, and the desire to place blame, which is also pointing the finger. This is all his fault. You're grieving it. And you knew a wake-up call about your relationship, because it was a bunch of fight. You held yourself back, self-sabotage. Boundaries. You have to fight for it. Fighting for it there. You'll fight to the death for it there. I don't know what changed. A difference in perspective. I'm going to stand out in the crowd. Look at me. Fighting in public. That's what it turned into. Fighting in public. But you thought it was your destiny. But you was holding yourself back. But you think you're a catch. Maybe you were maybe you were the one starting to fight in public. Shaming people in public. Want to play a game. Want to run your mouth. Be better than that. I don't care if you're drinking. That's no excuse. If you did that, you should be better than that. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Swords. Hemmed in. Overthinking it. More can'ts than cans. Reasons why. Excuse. Listening to gossip. Listening to bad advice. Making bad moves. You don't know how to play the game you shouldn't play. When you have to play the game if you want to be happy. Or are you pretending to be happy? Because she's green with envy. She wants your man. If you would be a little less manipulative, you'd be happier. And everybody would be happier if you gave it up a little more. I'm just saying. That's a sideline, I'm sure. And you have a different perception about it. Maybe you did. Because you're feeling pretty self-satisfied. Maybe you did it on the night out. Yes. And now, you've come back to life. Or you've gone no contact. Let's try no contact. Not going to play the game. Because it's not worth it. It's too much of a burden. I mean, you were sick. Before you get upside down, you were right side up, and that's down. You were down. Now you're no contact because you're not going to play the game. And you're going to lay that down. It's a game. Pick up sticks. But you feel like when you quit the game, you feel guilty. You feel guilty for quitting the game. How dare I make somebody else be accountable for their shit. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Cups. You walk away. You feel guilty because you exit the game. You didn't know that you could quit. I forgot that this was on here. I thought it was over there. And then the Four of Pentacles. You had that in the last reading too. You withdraw yourself from death. You save yourself. Anyway, you exit the game and you take your money with you. And you win. Six of Wands. Victory for you. You choose yourself, you choose victory. You tried to be fair and you deliberate it out and you decide, you come to this to a logical, deliberate decision that the best thing for you to do is go. Alright. Watch out for the bars. Now we'll move on to the Easter Bunny. I wonder if they have one. You know what I'm doing next? Pentacles is daisies. Swords are carrots. Tulips are cups. And sticks are wands. Is there a flipper in there? I thought I saw something when I wasn't looking at it. No. Okay. Right side up? Yes. Okay. This is not the best of decks. And I devoted a good bit of shuffling to it earlier because it's just not a good cut. But I'm sure, I mean, it's thoroughly shuffled. I'm sure of it. Once again, pentacles are daisies, swords are carrots, tulips are cups, and sticks are wands. Okay, we're going to take this one, and we're going to take this one. So you got the Hanged Man and the Hierophant. You learned a big lesson. A big, big lesson. And there's a difference in perception there. There's the Hanged Man. So, you learned a whole lot about the ins and outs and the ways of how to do stuff. And when you went no contact, you broke the contract. Ah! Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. And then I'll take this too because I don't think I flipped it. So the Three of Cups. You broke all contracts when you went no contact. And then you've got a world of possibility and passion in front of you. Because I saw the Three of Cups as a melding timelines earlier. It was really trippy. And now the world, all these opportunities are, you know, a major restart. The Page of Wands, an intention, a thought, an idea. The, because carrots is swords. Page of Swords. Yeah, you're learning how to think of a different way. And then the Page of... Oh, that's the Ace of Wands. Bow chicka wow. Yeah, you're going to flame on. As soon as you get rid of this thing that's holding you back, you let it go. Oh, excuse me. Silhouette Tarot. Your heart is upside down. Why am I always getting these weird cards for? It's like these. There's like 4 or 5 funky non-tarot cards in this deck. And it seems like it's all I ever draw. Heart. Remember, it's a ball sack. And look! Head and heart. Let's see if I can get another one. Conversation. A conversation. A confusing conversation. Neither your heart nor your head is clear. Bow chicka wow. Queen of Pentacles. Hand. No, you shall not pass. Into hibernation. I've got a headache. Ace of Cups. But I love you. Not right now. But I'm not sleeping with you right now. No. But yes. Yes, but no. Yes, but not right now. I gotta do it when I can't do it. I don't want to sleep with you when I'm drunk. I have to do it sober. When I sleep with you, I want to know. I want to do it because I wanted to, not because I was drunk. Okay. Swords are challenges. Cups are visions. Pentacles are boons. Wands. I've got that written down wrong. And I don't know what it is. I've got sword down for both, and I know one of them has to be wands. Why the challenge? Okay, challenges is wands, I'm sure, because that was a giant tree. Well, I don't know. It doesn't say. I have a book, but oh, come on now. Okay, that's fire. Spell would be fire. 6 of fire. Okay. Then challenges is swords. And spell is fire. I think I need a new card. Yeah, because the Queen of Swords is challenge. I know that because I'm the Queen of Swords. That's the only reason I recognize the card. Okay, let's try this again. We got the Queen of Swords on the bottom. Keeper of Wands. Keeper. What the? Keeper. I'm just going to fake it. I'm going to do what it looks like. Because I don't know who this keeper is. Keeper, seeker, pudding pie. Okay. Keeper of spells. That's a knight. Knight of wands. 6 of swords. Knight of wands, 6 of wands. A chaotic beginning, a brash upstart, sudden success. He's a local person at large, habitual offender, drama queen. Look at me. 3 of spells. Spells is wands, looking toward his future. Seeker of boons. Pentacles is, that would be a Surely that's not a queen. And the Three of Boons. That's the same lady. That's the Queen of Pentacles taking care of everybody. This is not going well. Oh, this guy cannot come over to eat. She's over here taking care of everybody and everything, and he's excluded from this because there's the Four of Pentacles and everybody's hoarding all the pies. You can't sit at this table. Look, there's no children at this table. Go outside and rake up the yard, do some work. Pearls before swine. The Hanged Man. This is how it is. The wisdom of my experience. I know a slacker when I see one. And I will whip you into shape. I don't know. I'm just going to stop here because I'm going off in some weird place. Oh. And then we have the Nine Lives Tarot. The Fool, the Hierophant, if you're going to redo your, either you have a higher calling or you're going to retake your wedding vows. Ace of Cups, guess which one I think it is. You're going to get married. And pursue your calling, the High Priestess. A very strong union, a High Priestess and a Hierophant. True love. King of Cups, he loves you. And you say, I know. Six of Pentacles, it's the relationship you want. You're going to keep it. Queen of Swords. Even though you have things that you're going to keep it. And bitch. The key word in all of these readings has been and. You're going to have your cake and eat it too. But you are trying to arrive at what's fair and logical. And this is give and take. This is balanced give and take. And it is balanced. It's the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Okay? The only thing that you've unbound is you. Because you're not subject to his laws, are you? And you've been impartial and fair. And he can like it or lump it. And underneath of that was complacency. Yeah. Whale, you had that yesterday. You are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart, bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. Dog, again, loyalty. You may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals. You had that this morning. Okay, I got it jumbled up. Is there a last word from Spirit? Would Spirit like to have a summary? Anything else? Any last thing that we haven't, that we know we should know? You're going to keep him. You're down. You got to take care of yourself. Your health is an issue. And he's no walk in the park. You have to do self-care. You have to add, you haven't been doing that, okay? You have to do it. You can't just run away from everything. You have to, you gotta take care of some shit. You can't just pretend like it's not there. I said it. Your days will be happier. Try to stop fighting. Fighting doesn't help. The stress doesn't help. That's the first thing you got to do about self-care is to stop fighting. Oh, and here's the other one. Because the help comes with strings, and you're down and you need some help, and it comes with strings. Okay, and the strings is him. You need his help. You're going to have to accept some help. I've been talking about this. It's been showing up more and more about an elderly couple who have arrived at some limitations, like the lumberjack, the man who used to be a lumberjack now has to have someone else cut his wood. The woman who could hike and all over the state park, which I never did. I've always been a fat chick. It's just an example. But the woman who could hike and hike all over the state park now gets out of breath going down her porch. That's me. Okay? The way life takes you over. Okay? You are down, you need help, and your ego's there. It's a pride. It's like, why can't I do this? I get really angry. I have a lot of trouble seeing, and I get really angry having to not be able to do something that I used to take for granted. It makes me really angry. And that costs me lots of family friends. Angry, furious, just furious. Rip everybody's head off. Everybody should die because I can't see. So you've got to stop. You got to take care of yourself. Become accountable for some of these fights, and the true root of them is in your own anxiety, insecurities that you have about what's going on with you. And you need help, and you're going to have to find a graceful way to ask for what you need and accept the help when you get it. And then be grateful, because they're only mortal. And then you will win and cross the finish line together as peers. That's the way. That's the way to do it. You tried all the other ways and they almost killed you. But you ain't done. You won't quit. This is the way. Alice. You might see me again. I don't know. Why didn't any of you tell me that my favorite green sweater made me look like a Sith Lord?